What's good, YouTube? It's your guy Big Larry, and we are here with a different video. Have you ever had the question of if a fighter was a superhero, who would they be? No? Yes? Maybe so? If not, throw that question away. What we're going to try to see is if a superhero was a fighter. So, comparing a superhero to a fighter and not a fighter being a superhero, if that makes sense. Let me throw one out there. Like, let's say if I would say Iron Fist would have been Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Iron Fist, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I would say you give your reasons why, and that's mostly it. But yeah, this is what this video is gonna be today. Reason why I'm making this as a video is because one, I need content to do. Two, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, this would sound like a fun idea. And three, what else? It's just interesting. I'm a nerd. Not only just like a fight nerd, like I like comic books, anime, and stuff like that. So this is what intrigued me. But let's get into the video, and we're gonna start with our very first one. So the first one up is going to be Wolverine. Now, I want y'all to think who y'all think Wolverine could be. Just think real quick. Yeah, it'll work. So, who I think Wolverine would be compared to as a fighter is, I would say, Mike Tyson. The reason why I say Mike Tyson is, one, for their respective abilities. They're both short. Mike Tyson's not really short. He's like 5'10". That's kind of, but you know what I mean. He's short for his heavyweight division. So we say he's short against his opponents. That is the correct way to say it. He is short against his opponents. He's shorter than his opponents. The way that Wolverine fights is more of what, like, yes, I would say he lunges into people, but so does Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson does lunge his punches in. And Wolverine is more like a hook claw. When he slashes, it's more like a hook. Mike Tyson hooks and uppercuts. Mike Tyson does also do jabs, but for the sake of comparison, I would say Wolverine and Mike Tyson are fairly closer than you think. They both have aggression. Like they both have aggression, but they also can be kind-hearted when needed to be. Now, this is not going to be a deep analysis. It's just me comparing both. Like, one, this is all my opinion. Every single character I name and make a comparison, this is my opinion. If you guys have different ones, I would say, hey, put them in there. But for Wolverine, I got Wolverine and Mike Tyson. I think, and they're both short and stocky. I think that's the thing that gets me. They're both short and stocky, and they both like do similar movements. For my next one, I'm gonna go with my next one is Ant-Man comparing to Alexander Volkanovski. Now, I know this is a weird comparison. Even I thought it was weird. Trust me, I struggled so much because at first I was initially gonna pick Mighty Mouse, like DJ. I'm saying DJ, like people know who DJ is, or some people might not know. Demetrius Johnson. Some people, I was thinking that, but I was like Ant-Man. Ant-Man can go short, and get bigger. Now, my reasoning for Alex Volkanovski is so stupid because I was like, technically Alex is short, but he did go into lightweight. He was a 145er and he went to 155. He made that big weight and plus he is a lot bigger than he is at fight weight. So I was like, they both grew in some type of fashion, but I would say Ant-Man does Just like how Alex does fight, he used his size to his advantage, and so does Ant-Man. He used the size to his advantage. He might be shorter, but when he packs a punch. Ant-Man, when he's short, you might think, hey, he's small. He still packs that punch to knock his opponents down or handle them any type of way. I do believe that my comparison of Ant-Man and Alex Volkanovski is a good comparison. Again, give me a different one if you got it. But I think I did good with this one. So now for this one, I had two different fighters that I'm comparing this superhero to, and it's for two different reasons, I think. But the one that I'm sticking with is for a main reason. So this hero is Thor. The fighter that I'm comparing Thor to, some people may agree, some people might not agree, is Francis Ngannou. Now, I know. Yeah, I know. Two different. I know. But I would say the way that Francis fights, it does seem like he's swinging hammers most of the time. I think recently he got a little more polished with his striking, but when he punches, it is like a deadly hammer. So Francis and Thor, I do compare those two, and sometimes I kind of would compare their personalities a little. It seems like Francis does like to joke around, but it's also serious when he very much needs to be, and so does Thor. But my the second fighter that I did have for Thor was Brock Lesnar. Now, I don't know why. I think just aesthetically wise, I was like, oh, Thor, a very built blonde haired man. Brock Lesnar, a very built blonde haired man with a beard as well. But I was thinking of the fight style. Technically, we could say Brock Lesnar and Thor more than Francis and Thor. Now thinking about it, now I'm going to switch that from Francis to Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar, more aesthetic wise, I can compare him to Thor, and the way that he does fight, because Brock is not the best striker, but funny enough, he is a tank of a man. He is a tank. So he's a unit. That's what I meant to say. He's a unit. So we have Brock Lesnar and Thor. I'm still not confident on that one, but it was just something that I thought of. Now this character is going to, since we was like doing Marvel characters, this one is going to a DC route, and this superhero is the superhero Superman. I said super like 3 times, but Superman, who I got for Superman is George Foreman. Now, I know that's a weird comparison, but hear me out. They both lost to Muhammad Ali. And yes, funny enough, Superman did lose to Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali traded him. But I think the way that Superman fights, even though Superman is fast and slick, at first I was going to compare Superman to Muhammad Ali. George Foreman probably is a better suit because of the way Superman fights. Like, he's not literally moving more. He's not very slick, even though he can move fast. I think he is more heavy-handed punching, and George Foreman is that guy. And I think their personalities can somewhat similar. I don't know, but I think it's hard to explain this one. I think Superman would be a good mesh, like as George Foreman. There's really no evidence for this one, but it's just like, I don't know. I see George Foreman. For some reason, I just see George Foreman, Superman. It just meshes well for me. All right, for my last one, my character is going to be Taskmaster. Ooh. And for Taskmaster, the fighter that I have is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Now, the reason why I picked Floyd Mayweather is that, one, Taskmaster can adapt to any situation that he's in. And what else? Yeah, he can adapt to any situation, any fighter that he fights against, and somewhat copy their movesets. Floyd Mayweather, when he's in the ring, he can adapt to the situation. He can fight any type of style he wants to, technically. He's just very good defensively, and Taskmaster is a very good defensive fighter as well. But here's the trick too. Freaking Taskmaster cannot fight. His toughest fight was against Deadpool, and Floyd, his toughest fight, as he said, was against, oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but the Drunken Master. If I can remember his name, I'm just gonna put it on the side of the screen in a picture of him. But it was the Drunken Master. But yeah, I think Floyd and Taskmaster is a good fit because, one, sometimes they both can be cocky, rightfully so though. Rightfully so, they both can be cocky, but they do get their job done on how they want to do it. And I think Taskmaster is a very underrated character, and I think sometimes Floyd doesn't get the respect that he deserves as a, not deserves, but he earned as a boxer. But that's just my opinion. An honorable mention for Taskmaster was going to be John Jones. John Jones was also going to be up there. I think I'll just put I'll put two fighters up there for Taskmaster. John Jones and Floyd Mayweather. They both get their job done. They adapt to the situation. John Jones is a master of his craft. Floyd is a master of his craft. Taskmaster is a master of his craft. So, yeah. I think that would be my final, not like comparison. This is just supposed to be like a fun video. So, yeah, that was my last comparison. So that was pretty much it for the video. This was just like a fun comparison. Now, I do have a proposal. If you guys do want to see me to like go into comic book characters combative, like experience, like not comparing them anything, but just breaking down their combat skills, I'll be open to do that. But I would like to see if people would actually want to see that first before I actually do it. But what else? Yeah, if you have any fighter and comic book character comparisons, or even anime, or yeah, anime, comic book characters, or like any fictional characters y'all have and y'all can compare them, put it in the comments. I might do another video of this. I'm hoping to do another video like this. But yeah, put it in the comments and I will check it out. And I also want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like it, share it, and that's pretty much it. Be blessed. Have a blessed day, night, or evening, whatever time or day it is for you. And peace out.